space internet juices in less than 5 minutes. Dear viewer, sure, one day you traveled far outside your city and discovered that one of the most important elements of modern life is practically unavailable. The internet. The reason is the fact that the cost of connecting extensions or cables is very expensive, while the population density in remote areas is so small that it does not justify the huge expenditures of these companies on cables, other than countries that do not have a network at all. Indeed, statistics say that almost half of the Earth's population does not have sufficient access to the internet. If the problem is only cables, some may think that the solution is simple: why not use something wireless? In fact, there are such real and implemented ideas, which are by sending satellites that send the signal, but sending a satellite is not cheap, and that is why the few space internet companies resorted to a solution, which is to send satellites far from the Earth to cover an area very large. The solution is logical and effective, but relatively, because the service can be said that it is very bad and does not fit the requirements of today's internet. By the standards of the past, they are acceptable, but today you need more speed to watch Hit the Road to Fire channel, of course. Therefore, the problem of the internet remained unresolved until the owner of crazy ideas Elon Musk came in resolved to change this topic with a simple technique, which is to bring the satellites close to the Earth instead of 35,000 kilometers above the surface of the Earth, making it between 350 to 650 kilometers so that the signal transmission is stronger and faster, and this means better internet and it can be a competitor to the terrestrial internet. This satellite internet technology from Musk is called Starlink. But in fact, bringing satellites close to the Earth is not a simple matter at all, to the extent that every company that tried in this field did not succeed in it, and the reason, as we mentioned, is the high initial cost of launching the huge number of satellites required to cover the Earth in a close field. But Starlink alone owns technology that distinguishes it from other companies that tried in this matter and failed, from Microsoft and others. And that is the main company of Starlink, which is SpaceX, has developed technology that helps it reuse missiles, which makes the cost of launching the missile and the satellite that carries it much cheaper compared to traditional companies and even today's missile launch technology. Actually, SpaceX believes in the power of this technology and the project to the extent that she hopes that the space internet project will provide her with fabulous profits that allows to finance the Mars project she seeks. Starlink expected to shoot more than 42,000 satellites until 2027. The company expects the revenues from this project by 2025 will be between $30 and $50 billion. To imagine this number being larger, this means higher returns than Nike in 2021. And not only are the returns strong, but Elon Musk expects that the profitability will be very high. But the $50 billion is a very huge number, to the point that some analysts and observers believe that it is illogical even on this technology. Of course, no one knows what awaits this technology in the future, but the opinion of the first users of it is that it is strong and very convincing, in addition to the possibility of investing in this technology this year, because there are rumors that Starlink will enter for the stock market this year 2022. What do you think, dear viewer? Will you use the technology, and most importantly, will you invest in Starlink if put on the stock market? Share your opinion with us in the comments. And so, dear viewer, you learned the story of the satellite internet in less than 5 minutes. If you liked the episode, do not forget to give us a like and share it with your family and friends. Rashad was with you from the Road to Fire channel. See you soon.